Hello friends, how are you? And welcome back to another video here on Beatriz's Book Nook. I'm Beatriz, your host, as usual, and you already know the deal. It's time to talk about some sort of topic, some sort of vlog, and I'm here this time to talk to you about all of the books for the last quarter of the year. I have a little list. I think I have between 3 books or 6 books for September, October, November and December that I'm really excited to read and that I'm very curious to know a little bit more about. But I think it's time to share this list with you, so let's get on with the video and see what books I am really excited for the last quarter of 2024, because oh my, the year flew so fast. This year I cannot believe that we are already at the end of it. Let's start with the books that are going to be released on 3rd of September that I'm really excited about. The first one, and I have a little list here, is going to be Celestial Monsters by Aidan Thomas. This is the second book of the Sunbearer Trials. I am really excited about this one. I really enjoyed the Sunbearer Trials. I thought it was a very solid book, which made me realize that I enjoy Aidan Thomas, although I have read Cemetery Boys and didn't enjoy as much. But in the first book we are following these dioses, these semi-dioses, and they were in a trial, in a competition. But at the end of this competition and at the end of the book, something happens. And this thing that happens left us on a cliffhanger to know where this trilogy, this duology, where this series it's going, how it's going to keep us as readers entertained and interested. So I am quite excited to see what Thomas brings into Celestial Monsters. I really enjoyed the cover. I think it's beautiful. So this is a book that I am personally going to keep on the lookout for September. Let me know what you think, and let's get on to the second one, which will be the beginning of a trilogy or a duology. I am not sure, I don't have many information on this one, and that is The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen, and this is the first book on the Crucible series. I don't know why. Well, I know why. My readathon is coming. It's all about Greek mythology, and this book really got my attention about what it is about, and the cover, as you can see, is amazing and really captivates your eye. So basically this book is all about gods, and they are playing with monsters, and they want to know who is going on to the throne of Olympus, and to know that they choose a mortal to represent them in some sort of game, some sort of role play. So right now I am so excited. I love this. Our main character is going to represent Hades, if I'm not wrong, and all about this book sounds so interesting. So I cannot wait to have my hands on this book and to be able to read it. I am not sure if this is going to be this year, next year, but I will definitely be keeping an eye out on this one and see when there is a promotion on my bookstore so I can snatch a copy for myself. The next one is going to be for the 10th of September, and I'm so excited. Let me get this book. It's going to be the second book from the series for the Cerulean series. The Cerulean Chronicles, I am so excited. I love this book. I think it was an amazing book. It represented kids being left out and really thrown out of society just because of their parents and what they did, and I am so excited to follow one of the characters more into the book that is coming on the 10th of September, which is Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. I am so excited. I have been seeing this book coming out everywhere and I cannot wait, because I really enjoyed The House in the Cerulean Sea. So I really want to know if I will enjoy the second one. So, and I want to know more about the characters, because I know they will be in the book. So I'm so excited and I cannot wait to have my hands on it once again. Next we are going to talk about the books coming on the 17th of December, and the first one that I'm going to talk to you about is going to be The Art of the World by Amy Kaufman, and this book is the second book on the Isles of the Gods series trilogy. I am not sure. I cannot talk to you a lot about this book, but for it to be on this video, you can know I am excited about it. But there will be very soon a vlog coming up for the first book in this series. I am so excited, I will tell you this. The book ended up in an interesting way, well, in a way that I'm not going to tell you how I felt, but I really want to know where this series, where the story is going to take us. So that's why I am so excited to know that this book is coming up so soon, especially me having read it very like a month ago or something like that. So that's why I'm excited about this book. The second one that is going to come at 17th of December, I am excited about this book because it talks about an evil video game, a lying Twitch streamer, a demon hungry for secrets. What could I ask more for in a book? And this is all that I enjoy besides books. So this book is called Such Lovely Skin by Tatiana Schlott-Bone. I am excited about it. The premise looks very interesting, and in general the book sounds very interesting. I just hope that the book is as interesting as it sounds, because if it's not, I will be so disappointed. But fingers crossed, and it will be as good as it sounds. The last one, and this is for the 24th of September, is going to be Nothing Like the Movies from Lynn. And now you will ask me, have you read Better Than the Movies? No, I have not, but I've read Lynn Painter before, and I can tell you, even if I haven't read the first book on this series before, I am so excited about this book. I am now currently reading my second Lynn Painter book. The first one was an automatic 5-star, so that's why I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait. I really want to read this series. I hear so many people talk so well about it that I want to know the hype, and because of that I am excited about the second book coming up in September. Let's move on to the books for October, because I have some really exciting books. The first ones, we are going to talk about the books that are coming on the 1st of October, and the first one is going to be Hair by Sabah Tahir. I am so sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, and this is going to be for An Amber in the Ashes series, or the Hair duology. I am excited about this one. I don't know why. The cover called to me, then I read the description of the book, the synopsis of the book, and it caught my eye. An orphan, an outcast, a prince, and a killer who will bring an empire to its knees. Then we have a little description about all of these characters, but how can this author bring so many different characters with different backgrounds together and create a story? I'm excited to know who will be the heir, because that's what we want to know, and I am really even more excited to get my hands onto this book. The next one that's also coming on the 1st of September, it's a book that once again caught my eye by the cover. It's an amazing cover, and it is The Kiss of the Nightingale by A.D. Denaire. But once I read, and I'm sorry, I am just trying to get my notes here. Once I read the synopsis, this book really caught my eye. It's an historical fantasy, which, if you know, I love historical fantasies, and this one happens in 1890, and I am so excited. The synopsis really was okay, definitely a book that I would like, and the cover, definitely a cover that caught my eye, so why not put it in this video? This book has everything that I would want in new release. So it is here. I am excited to know about it, and I cannot wait once again to get it in my hands. This one supposedly also comes on the 1st of September, but I've heard some mixed information, so I am not sure, but I'm also going to include it in here. And the book is Society of Lies by Laura Lynn Brown. First, the cover, the colors, chef's kiss. Second, the description. When a young woman is found dead on her college campus, her sister doesn't believe it was an accident, and her search for answers leads her closer to home than she ever would imagine on this thriller debut novel from an exciting new talent. I'm excited. I love school settings, especially when there is a thriller, a mystery involved. And this one really caught my eye by the cover, but definitely the description of it was what made it come into this list and make it into the finals of this list and then onto this video. Let's now talk about books that are coming on 8th of October. The first one, and this is one that I have my eye out for it so many times, and especially the sprayed edges, they are beautiful, but it's so expensive that I haven't yet made my mind to buy it. But this one is Bloodguard by Ceci Robson, and this is the first book on the Old Earth series. I am excited about this one. The cover caught my eye, and then I read the description, which is a little bit like this. 100 years, tens of thousands of gladiators, and today only one will rise. Everything in the kingdom of Arrow is a lie. Late of Grey thought coming to this new land and volunteering to fight in the gladiator arena, vicious, bloodthirsty tournaments where only the strongest survive, would earn him enough gold to save his dying sister. It thought there was nothing left to lose. He was wrong, and they took everything. His hope, his freedom, his very humanity. All Leith has left is his battle-scarred body, fueled by rage and hardened from years of fighting for the right to live another day. Then Leith meets Maeve, an elven royal who is everything he despises, everything he should hate, until the alluring princess offers him the one thing he needs most, a chance to win the coveted title of Bloodguard and his freedom. But in a kingdom built on secrets and lies, hope doesn't come cheap, nor will his ultimate revenge. Tell me that doesn't sound good. This sounds so good. I am all in for trials, like battles, fights in a gladiator arena. And the cover, it's beautiful. I don't have words to talk about this cover because an image talks more than words, you know? Let's talk about the second book for the 8th of October, which will be Zodiac Rising by Kate Zhao. And this is the first book of Descendants of the Zodiac series. This one caught my eye once again, the cover. How beautiful it is. Then the synopsis. This is not about the normal zodiac signs, it's not about the Pisces, the Sagittarius, the Cancer. No, this is about the Chinese signs, zodiac signs, the lion, the dragon, and all of those, where they have been hiding for centuries now, until one day they have to come out, and in some way we also get involved a vampire, a shapeshifter, a mortal, and a werewolf. So my question is, how do all these characters, all these things come in place to make a story? I am so curious about this one, and I cannot wait to have my eyes or my hands on it. The last book for October is going to be It's going to be Sword Crossed by Freya Mark. And I'm excited about this one, mainly because it is a queer book and I don't have many of those. So I really want to get more of those, especially on new releases. I want to know more about it. And when it comes to swords, I am all in for it. So if that is in the title, I am going to be excited about it. But the synopsis of the book was also what caught my eye. We have an heir, a dutiful heir to his struggling family business, and then we have a guy, Luca, that is trying to reinvent himself in a new city. So how will these two characters be paired up? I am curious to know, and I cannot wait to find out when the book comes up on 8th of October. We only have 7 books left, and the first ones are going to be for November. Let's talk about X by Emily McIntyre from the series for Never After. This is going to be released on the 5th of November, and although I have only read the first one on the series, which I think was, well, I cannot remember what it was, but I really enjoyed it. I have tried the second one on audio, but I didn't vibe so much with it, but I really want to get my hands on this book, especially on X. because this one sounds very different from all the others, where the bad guy is actually the girl and the protagonist is actually the guy. So the X is going to be, if I'm not wrong, some way around the Little Mermaid, and from that I mean from Ursula, which is the bad witch from the undersea. I'm excited. The cover is beautiful. I love the purples in it. I love the blues, and I love the oceany vibes. So I cannot wait to maybe one day. This is going to be the only book that I have in here for one day. Well, they are all for one day, but I am going to make a list of priorities from this one, so I can either pre-order, or when they get released I will definitely try to pick them up. But I'm excited about this one. It sounds very interesting and I cannot wait to see what people think about it. Now for the 19th of November. Let's talk first about the third book in a series in Crowns of Nyaxia from Carissa Broadbent, and this is The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I have not yet read any of the books from this series, but I will this year, and it's a compromise, a promise that I make to you all. For the end of the year in December, you will have a sneak peek, or better, a vlog on what I think about this book. But I'm excited. I hear so many people talk about so well about these books, and I want to know all the hype, and I want to understand why people love it so much. One of my beloved friends here on YouTube, Laura from the book Hermit, recently reread this book and they loved it. So I am sure I will also love it as they did, but I cannot wait to see for myself and have myself judge this book, and I just hope I really like it. But other than that, I don't have much more to say about this one. We still have one more book for November, which will be The Half King by Melissa Landers. So this is going to be the first book on a trilogy called The Half King. And I think what caught my eye first was the cover. I really liked the goldish, bronzish colors on it, and I don't as often see a purplish book, so that also caught my eye. But then in the synopsis we have the first sentence: Beauty and the Beast meets the Sandman and this new all-coming scorching hot, and a fantasy from Melissa Landers. In a world where the very firstborn child of the noble houses bears a curse, and only one heretic cult might hold the answers to breaking them. What can we want more? There's curses involved, guys. There's curses involved. So I'm excited about this one. I cannot wait. And let me just get all the money to get all these books, honestly, because I am so excited about all of this. Now, we have arrived to the last month of the year, which is going to be obviously December. Let's start by the books that are coming up on the 10th of December. Is We Are the Beast by Gigi Griffiths. This book caught my eye. First, the cover. I was very interested. The blood, the mouth, the dog mouth. Then we have the synopsis. When a series of brutal mysteries that start plaguing the countryside and whispers of a beast in the mountains reach the quiet French hamlet of Mende, most people believe it's a curse, God's punishment for their sins. Just this opening is all I'm going to give you. Aren't you interested in? I am so excited to know a lot more about this book, because the third book that I'm going to bring you, oh my, this book has been a roller coaster to be published. It's going to finally arrive in our shelves, in stores, and that is Heavenly Tyrant by Xiranzai Zhao. If you have read Iron Widow, you know how many years, months we have been waiting for this book, because Xiranzai Zhao did come into some difficulties trying to get this book published, but finally it's coming, guys. It's finally arriving into our shelves, into bookstores on the 24th of December. I know it's an odd date, but hopefully we all can get a hand of it. I still have to get the first one because I only read it on audio, but no one needs to know that. Let's talk about the last book. The last day of the year also needs a last also needs a book, and that book, as I was saying, the last day of the year also needs a book, and that book is going to be The Lost in Fountain by Laura Sef. The cover is beautiful, as you already know. I am very drawn to covers. If the cover isn't beautiful, I do squeeze my nose to it. But then the synopsis really, well, no, I'm not going to tell you this. Everything that I did to put this book in here was look at the cover and tell you, oh, this cover is pretty, I really liked it, so let's put it in my most anticipated books for the next quarter of the year. While the other ones I actually did look into the synopsis, this one I didn't. This one I just decided to put in here because the cover was pretty and I really liked it. I found it so interesting and I cannot wait to know all about what this book is about, and let's go in blind in one book at least. What do you think? This is all that I have for today's video, friends. I hope you enjoyed the books that I'm most anticipated, or not most anticipated, the books that I'm the most excited about for the second quarter of the last quarter of 2024. I cannot believe once again that the year is already ending, and if you are here, if you made it this far, please leave a calendar emoji. I think that could be fun, and answer which book you are most excited about for the last quarter of 2024. Also, not quarter, the last third of 2024. Also, if you don't know, I have a readathon starting in September. I would be so excited for you to join us. It's called the Goddess Complex Readathon, and I cannot believe how well people are talking about it, and I cannot wait to see you there. So until then, either on Sprint or on my next video, I hope to see you somewhere around the internet. So until then, friends, I hope you have an amazing day, night or evening, whatever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next one. So until then, bye friends!